Hello, my name is Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I am an intuitive reader, and today I've got a message for the fire signs. This is for Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. Before we get into the reading, I just wanted to let you know that I'm offering discounted readings over Skype or Zoom. I've been doing this for some time, but right now I really want to offer a discount because this is the time when we need this spiritual guidance and hope and light the most. And while everyone is getting really wrapped up in emotions and fear and all that stuff, this is the time when we really need to be listening to those messages from the other side. And so I would really welcome the chance to be a channel for you. Anyway, you can learn more on my website, True Guidance Tarot. There's a link in the description below, and you can check out the discount available to you. So let's get started with the reading. This reading cracks me up. We got Lovers, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the King of Wands going into the Seven of Wands and then ending in Judgment. So there's different feelings I'm getting for different people through this reading, so I'm kind of going to explain them parallel. Now, the theme of this reading is the desire for unity, the man and the woman coming together. Now, what that means can mean opposite factions coming together, but in this case, let's focus on the masculine and feminine. So this can mean in your own life. If you're the masculine, then I'm talking about the feminine person in your life and vice versa, or it can be the masculine and feminine elements of yourself. Now, what's interesting to note about wands, and I've never thought of it this way, it just occurred to me as I was doing your reading, is that wands are already kind of masculine. They're already very independent. They're already kind of doing their own thing. It's not like a water or an earth where they kind of are living to nurture others. They're really, it's a more masculine trait to know exactly what you want, to be assertive, to go after the things that you love. And what's hilarious to me about this is, let's look at these two. This is supposed to be a match, right? The king and the queen. Now, they can never face each other because of the way the artist has done the artwork. So she can only look into him or he can look into her, but they can't look into each other like on this side. And I think that's on purpose because some of you are kind of reaching out with love and compassion towards the other person who's off doing his own thing. And so this is maybe, if this is just within you, this is you feeling a bit more emotional, you feeling a bit more needy than normal, which is not the case. Usually you're not needy, but needing more attention from the other person, needing them. And they're just kind of like, no, I've got my own things to do. I don't need to take care of that need right now. And for a lot of you, that doesn't have you feeling very happy. They've got the Seven of Wands coming saying, pay attention to me. Stop what you're doing. You need to turn around and look at me because I'm here. Hello. And, within yourself, this is your own leadership saying, this is the direction we need to go. And your emotions are kind of going, I'm not sure if we can. I'm not sure if we should. It's kind of like you're limiting your own power, your own ability. And we've got the Judgment card, and this came up in another reading, but here we're talking about renewal. We're talking about cleansing, purification. We're talking about stop the limits. If your loved one is going off doing what he thinks he should be doing, go ahead and let him. Okay, because that is his path right now. That's exactly what he needs to be doing. If your masculine side is saying, you know what, this is the direction we need to go. I know nobody else is going this direction, but I'm going to do it because my own intuition, my own leadership is saying to me, this is true. I'm going to do it. Let your masculine side lead. Don't try to put limits on it because, it might not be right, or you might hurt someone's feelings, or you might, all that kind of stuff. This is not the time to be compromising and to be doing those kind of fluid, more watery sign things. This time is calling for leadership. It's calling for positive, intuitively led leadership. And it's really important that you allow that part of you to shine because people need your hope and optimism. And if you limit that, it's not going to be beneficial for anyone. You're going to be frustrated, or your partner's going to be frustrated. And we're not able to move out of this situation as quickly as we can. So I hope that makes sense to you. Really, again, this reading just cracks me up. How the wands will never be able to meet each other. They can support each other, they can admire each other, but they're not really meant to come and meet and where are we? Come together here. You cannot force this to happen with the wands, either within you or if it's you and a partner, because that's just not their function. Independence means you do what you need to do independent of anyone else. Now, it doesn't mean off in the other direction. It can be alongside someone, but you don't need to force the paths to come together at this point. That's not the point of this time. So I hope this was helpful to you. Please support this channel by subscribing and or sharing this with a loved one or a friend. And I will look forward to seeing you next week.